I just got back from my tactical club. There was a really cool course with an attorney on the laws around guns. And then I also did my gun class, which was simulation training, which I absolutely love. It's so much fun. A few things. So just got back in touch with family that are cousins, but we haven't been connected for a long time. They were from my dad's side. And through one of them messaging me saying, what do you think of WG1, WGA? And I was like, oh my God, I was so excited that he asked me about that and knew what it was. And anyway, so we started chatting about that, and it's just amazing to hear how awake he is and his brother. And then we also talked on the phone, that was earlier this week. And I want to be on good topics, but there's also a little bit of a dark topic related to trafficking stuff. But so cool that my mom is super, my mom and dad are both conservative, but maybe hard to see this, but my mom's so cute. I made this shirt for her. It says America under new management, and then she didn't take it nice and low, but it's Trump's picture, and then below it says 2016 to 2024, and I made that for her a few years ago. And then she had her little hat on today when she went for a walk on the beach. She lives in California as well, and she said lots of people were saying hi and smiling. And anyway, I just love that she's so cute with her representation of being a conservative and a Trump supporter. And my dad is a conservative as well. He watches lots of Fox, which I actually don't watch anymore. I just don't trust them anymore. But my cousin, who I was speaking about, lives in Utah, and we haven't connected in a long time until recent. And he said he thought he witnessed, well, he knows he witnessed a trafficking situation at the zoo in Utah within, I think it was within the last month. He went to the zoo with his daughter, and she has a little baby toddler around maybe 2. And they just saw this cute little blonde girl sitting on a trash can at the entrance of the zoo, like sitting on top of the trash can. There was a man sort of nearby, kind of wandering around a bit, but maybe he was with her. They realized that he was. You can't always judge whether someone's related or not, but they just didn't feel like it was her dad. And they also said he seemed like he was on drugs. And then he peed by the trash can, just right out in front of everybody. And it was just weird. And then a dark windowed, very tinted windowed black Mercedes pulled up right in front. And he got out, and it was a very large black man who didn't look like the little girl either. He was obviously a different ethnicity. I think you can tell by the way something feels if it's wrong. And he just knew. Like, I think at the moment he wasn't really sure, because these situations are something that we just don't want to believe, but it's really everywhere. And you have to take action quickly when you see this kind of thing. Even if you're wrong, at least you're wrong, but it wasn't a dangerous thing for the child if you were right. They got the other man, got the kid in the car back seat really quickly. Not enough time, he said, for a baby seat or a seat belt, nothing. Just tossed her in there. The other guy shut the door, and they were off. And he got the license plate, and he told the police. I don't know if anything's happened with it, but it's just, he said he's cried about it and couldn't sleep since really much, and I am heartbroken over it. This precious little girl, who knows what is happening to her, has happened to her, whether she'll ever see her family again. It's just beyond. I don't even have kids, but I am just so passionate about this. Just imagine being a little kid when you're growing up, and then all of a sudden someone takes you, and you're just not with your family anymore. You're not with your parents. You may never see them again. You're just like scared and crying, and what happened to my home and my life. And I can't even imagine how broken these children and damaged and how awful their world is after that something like that happens. And I actually posted on Facebook 2 weeks ago. I know I'm a weirdo. I go to Target near me where I've heard there's been a lot of creepy traffickers that go there. And they look in the children's toy section to try to find victims, whether they're with their parents or not. They don't care. They're going to take your kid if they want to take your kid. And this cute young couple had posted on Facebook about it. And the wife was there with her 2 kids, 2 or 3 kids. And they were in the toy section. She just thought these guys were kind of weird. And she was watching him, and he was watching her. And I think there was also a second guy. And finally, she called her kids and just said, "Get over here now." And she was shocked that they came to her quickly. She got them inside the cart and got the hell out of the area, because for some reason, there's an emergency exit by the toy section in the back of the Target store. And God hope that Target's not involved in any of this crap, because we know Wayfair was and is. Anyway, oh, my NRA hat. I love it. Kelly gave me this hat. And thank you, Kelly. Anyway, so I go there looking for these weirdos. I do. I want to get them on video. I want to call them out. I want to see if they're stalking parents and children. I go there and I warn the moms with their little kids in those aisles to look out, because why not? We have to do something. And when I went 2 weeks ago, I was done with the toy section. I didn't really see anybody, and I was over just kind of walking my way through the store to leave. And I was in, like, passing the shoes, and some guy, I could see him like 20 feet away, and then he ran up to me fairly quick, walking, not running, but I had glasses on, and I think I was wearing a hat. I was pretty well hidden. And he's like, "Oh, you're just so beautiful." And I'm like, oh God, guy. He couldn't even see if I was attractive or not from where he was. It was a total line. But I did not suspect him to be a trafficker, because I am not young. And I'm not cooperative either, so they don't want me. But I just didn't suspect that they're still trying to traffic women that are, over teenage years or 20s or whatever. And he just kept saying, "Oh, can I have your number? Oh, I want to meet up with you. You're so beautiful. Let's go out." And I just was like, "No, you're too young for me." And I just wasn't being mean, because I didn't really get it, which is funny, because I was there looking for weirdos, and then I met one and didn't even understand what he was doing. And I still didn't until he finally walked away, and then I went over to get paper towels, and there's a girl, a young blonde girl. She's probably 20 or 30. Well, not 20 or 30, maybe 25, 35. Squatting down to get paper towels, and he said the exact same thing to her. I witnessed it, and she was like, "No, dude." And then I go, "Oh, wow, you're making your rounds, huh?" And then he walked away quickly. So that could have been something. I don't really know. I mean, I don't think very many men are desperate looking for dates like that. And so I fully believe, after I saw that part of it, that he was up to no good. So I just go back there. I didn't see him this time when I went this week. But it's just everywhere, and they're really desperate. And so schools, parks, amusement parks, stores, the kids section in the stores. It scares me every time I see children riding their bikes or walking alone, or even with just one friend. It's still not safe. Any van or any psycho can just pull up and grab them. I'm so glad I don't have kids, and I worry about those who do. Anyway, I think that's all. Oh, Ginsburg. I saw the news about her today. My belief, just from things that I've viewed and looked at, is that she's already been gone before now. I think that she has crimes to humanity and been a very corrupt judge, and that she's long gone from sources I've heard from. Don't care if you believe it, that's fine. The good part is that she's gone now. I'm glad it's out and the public knows she's gone. And it just, I wish there was more information about her and the bad things about her, so people didn't worship her. And these people that I know actually there's posts of, oh my God, she was such a legend and so amazing for women. Well, did you know that she was voting to have the age of consent be 12, for children to be consenting to sex at 12? I believe she was a pedophile, and I believe she was involved in all of the bullshit that we hear about more now. And it's disgusting. And I think she was a demon. Do your own research. I'll post a link on just one of the documents I have that talks about that exact bill she wanted to pass for age of consent. But there's just so many people out there that are evil, that people worship and idolize and don't really know who they are. I mean, how could they? We're lied to all the time in so many aspects, but most people just don't look into finding out truths. Anyway, I think that's all I was going to mention today. Getting used to this video thing. Not my favorite, but I have to give input and put things out there. We all need to be doing it. I hope some of you guys will start posting videos too. All right. Going to a Patriot event tomorrow. So excited. Thanks.